school would like to thank our sponsors for the 2018-19 season. They are Rick Hansen, State Farm Insurance, Florida Homes Realty and Mortgage, Medigy of Gainesville, Jason Taylor, KPMR, Pacifica Jewelry, Island New York Pizza, Kim Warner, Pepe Realty, Carlos Cancer Dentistry, the Young Department of Orthopedics, Rip Body, the AR Fitness, Conan Martini Orthodontics, Forsyth Construction Group, Be a Better Father, Titletown Plumbing, JS Commercial, Visit Volleyball of Gainesville, Gainesville Team Housing Associates, Entertainment Solutions, Dynasty CrossFit, Ted Boss Insurance, BSN Sports and Under Armour. Thank you for your continued support of the Rockville Athletics Department.
Campbell with a deflection. Should we try?
Out of bounds, it's going to be PHA's basketball. John Small drives to the hoop, kicks it out, trickles out to Jordan Curtis, and that three is no good.
Yeah, it's two 18-minute halves. It's two 18-minute halves here for the SIAA rules.
Big rebound.
Rock led by 4 at halftime, 37-33. At some point, we'll try and run our commercials here that we...
Pull up jump shot by Jordan Curtis. That one's good. Scores 44-36. Rock is still up. Drive to the hoop by Jaden Campbell. He gets fouled on his drive. He's going to go to the free throw line for 2.
Yeah, it's been a pretty competitive first half, and like I said, 18-2 for Pro Holmes and 12-12 for the Rock, but they played a tough schedule. They played against LaMelo Ball, almost had a triple-double did Ball in that one. That was in a tournament in Kentucky.
Jaden Campbell's first free throw is no good.
Coming up at the conclusion of the game, it'll be the Sun State Federal Credit Union post-game show. Sun State Federal Credit Union recognizes the Rock School students as the core of a caring community. Sun State Federal Credit Union is proud to sponsor this broadcast.
John Small with the ball here. Looks inside to number 21. That's going to be Tavion White, 6'7" forward, and he finishes with a nice touch at the rim. Brian Greenlee carries up the ball for the Rock, the senior guard. Kicks it to Alex Oglesby. He thinks about it. He moves it back to the top of the key. Jalen Campbell to Brian Greenlee. Works on his defender. Jaden Campbell for 3, and that's good. Good looking stroke from
good ball movement there, but Sun State Federal Credit Union is proud to sponsor the Rock boys basketball and is ready to help the next generation of citizens and leaders strive to survive and succeed. That's a basket there inside for number 21.
It's Tavion White.
We're going to try and have the Sonic player of the game. We'll have to probably ask if the Rock wins who Coach Harden thinks, because we've been trying to troubleshoot here. Have not really been following the action as well as we would like.
Pull up jump shot there, good for AO, Alec Oglesby. Great shooter.
Wasn't that a linebacker for Georgia too?
Yes, it was. But this Alec Oglesby, he actually has a dozen offers, including Wake Forest, DePaul, UCF, and USF. Very good shooter.
So Trina Oglesby, right?
Jump shot in the corner. That's no good. Jordan Curtis, misses that corner 3. Brian Greenlee, he's going to get called for a travel. That's a turnover.
And the Rock's next game, which we will broadcast here, is coming up next Friday at 7:30 when they host Bishop Snyder of Jacksonville, which is led by Corey Walker, the number 31 junior in the country, according to 247sports.com. You can watch all the action right here and online at theprepzone.com. That's next Friday, January 18th, beginning with our pregame coverage around 7:15. That's FHSA against SIAA there, and it'll be interesting to see if the Rock decides to play 18-minute quarters or 18-minute halves or 12-minute quarters.
Will be very interesting. It will be here at the Rock, if I'm not mistaken. So they may do halves, they may do quarters. Who knows, but...
And they don't have to tell them until right before the game, so...
Let's see what the Rock can do on defense after the huge turnover from Brian Greenlee, the travel. 50-40, the Rock is still up.
Yeah, that's Trey Grant. I'm Tyler Timbig. If you forgot our names from earlier or are just tuning in, we appreciate the support staff here helping us through our technical issues. He's got a free throw now from Small.
He's going to miss the front end of his first of 2 free throws. Zim Wokaje is going to come back in. He's going to come in.
Haven't seen much of
for Darden.
Kidd tonight. Lynn Kidd, the 6'9" sophomore. He didn't start tonight.
Very interesting. He's a very talented sophomore. Not sure what Coach Harden did see or did not see there, but as
He
you
might
said,
be-
he has not gotten any playing time.
He
today.
might be injured.
Alec Oglesby with the ball at the top of the key. He's working on former Rock player, Antrell Charlton.
That ought to be an interesting feeling for him out there on the court.
Very familiar with these rims here, I'm guessing. Great defense by Charlton on Zim Wokaje, the FSU commit, but he is called for a foul. He doesn't agree. He's arguing with the ref about that.
Coming up following the conclusion of the game, we will be announcing our Sonic Player of the Game, brought to you by your local Sonic Drive-In of Ocala. A deal so good it feels like stealing. Get caught with Sonic's Car Hop Classic, a quarter-pound double cheeseburger or Slinger plus tots for just $2.99. This is how you Sonic.
Zim Wokaje working in the post on Antrell. And that's going to be an offensive foul. Little aggressive there for Wokaje. And that is going to be Pro Holmes basketball. About 11 minutes to go in the game, a little more.
Coach Aaron Holmes is the founder of this pro graduate school, which is in Tampa.
No-look pass attempt picked off by the senior Jaden Campbell. Goes behind the back and drives it home for the slam. Calling Sports Center top 10. What a drive by the senior Jaden Campbell. He has an effect on that shot as he tried to block it. Looks like they're calling for a goaltend. They will not get it.
That was a nice dunk by Campbell there.
Zim Wokaje will run the point as he carries up the court.
The 6'5" senior from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. That's a foul.
It's going to be the sophomore Kyle Duke drawing that foul. Very talented sophomore. He's had a pretty good game here so far.
And only 7 players are here for Pro Holmes.
Alec Oglesby will be sent to the bench for senior Brian Greenlee. See if the senior can finish out the game strong. Coach Harden having a word with Alec Oglesby. Not content with his effort. As Pro Holmes scores on that quick layup there. Didn't get a look at the number. But the score is now 52-43. The Rock is still up. They're up by 9.
Quickly back down the court. And there's a timeout.
We will be back shortly. You are listening to the Prep Zone.
Your health is not something to take for granted, so take advantage of the resources that are offered here in Gainesville. Work out anytime, on your own time, at Anytime Fitness of Gainesville, located at 7070 Southwest Archer Road. For more information, call 352-338-7722. That's 338-7722. Or visit them online at anytimefitness.com. Anytime Fitness of Gainesville. Get to a healthier place.
And we are back. Timeout is just about over. Coach Harden trying to extend his 9-point lead, get a double-digit lead going into their next game. After this, they'll play DME Academy in Daytona Beach, Florida. New up-and-coming postgraduate program as well.
Yeah, and a lot of these teams will play college, like community colleges, like junior colleges, like Santa Fe College. Pro Holmes played them. DME already played Santa Fe College this year.
Great anticipation by DeJohn Small. He intercepts the inbound pass and takes it home for the quick layup. The Rock now leads by 7.
Yeah, they led by 4 at halftime, 37-33. Again, 18-minute halves here.
Another costly turnover. Pro Holmes unable to convert on the turnover. Kyle Duke, sophomore, up for the layup, no good. Zimwokaje for the putback layup. That's no good. Foul on the ground. It's going to be the Rocks basketball.
That'll be the 4th foul. Nice inbounds pass there, but they missed a shot. And the rebound to Charlton. Can cut it to 4 with a 3.
John Small with the ball. He's constructing traffic. We got a foul here. It's going to be on Trey McCray.
That's 7 fouls now on the Knights.
That's going to be the foul on the Rock there.
So 5 fouls on the Rock is the foul. The announcer did say Trey McCray, but he plays for, no, he does play for the Rock, that's right. 5 fouls now for the Rock, 6 for the Knights. Long three. In and out by DeJohn Small.
You wonder about that shot selection. Coach Holmes probably not happy there.
And that's an air ball and out of bounds.
Ooh,
It'll
just got
stay
bailed
with
out.
the Rock. Yep.
Just got bailed out. Tavion White there. He tried to grab the ball, but his back heel, it went out of bounds.
Do you have a special person or event that you would like to recognize? Do you want to give them something they will cherish forever? Then visit the Trophy Shop located at 707 Northwest 13th Street in Gainesville. The Trophy Shop has it all, from plaques, awards and medals to engravable gifts, signs and promotional products. Browse through the list of products online at thetrophyshop.com or call 372-8551. The Trophy Shop in Gainesville, the latest technology and old-fashioned customer service.
Sun State Federal Credit Union is more than just a business. It's a source of pride for the community. Sun State employees cook for children at the Ronald McDonald House. They oversee and promote local charities, to whom they donate thousands of dollars each year. But did you know all these charitable efforts are because of you? Not only do you trust your business with Sun State FCU, but you're contributing to the community just by being a member. Sun State Federal Credit Union makes you proud to say, "That's my credit union." Sun State Federal Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
And we are back. Brian Greenlee, the senior, to inbound the ball. Gets it to Jaden Campbell. Works to the top of the key. Zimwokaje back to Greenlee. Greenlee swings it to Campbell. Into the middle, right there to Zimwokaje. Brian Greenlee thinks about it, shoots it, air ball. That three's no good.
Nice save.
Capiti works on it. Saves the ball, but there is a foul on the play. It looks like number 1, Jordan Curtis, for Pro Holmes, caught an elbow.
Yeah, the Rock has taken some questionable shots here the last 2 times down on the court, barely finding the net.
And their lead has dwindled from 10 to 9, now 7. They have not been able to capitalize on Pro Holmes missing some easy shots here and extending their lead. Let's see what happens in this last 8 minutes and 30 seconds. That's going to be...
It's hard to see over there with the Rock coaches. We're in the corner, so it's hard to see back there, but...
That's going to be Pro Holmes basketball. It looks like a deflection by the Rock.
Both these teams can have an unlimited schedule, being non-FHSA members. Can play as many games as they want throughout the course of a season.
Tavion White kicks it out, and that's an easy layup by Jordan Curtis. The 6'1" guard. Brian Greenlee now has the ball, 6 foot flat. The senior.
like you said, Ivy League offers. Yale, Columbia, also Western Michigan, Boston University, and Arkansas State.
He also had a look from Iowa at one point, and then they took that offer from him when he didn't get to visit, and another player visited, and they gave that offer to him.
He wanted to go to Iowa.
Great block by Capiti on DeJohn Small, but they're going to call a foul. Let's see who the foul is on. It looks like it might be on Alec Oglesby. Tried to take a charge, but it ended up being a blocking foul. So DeJohn Small is going to go to the line for 2 free throws. That is now the Rock's 7th foul, and Pro Holmes will be in the bonus for the rest of the night.
And the next foul on Pro Holmes will put the Rock in the bonus, so a lot of free throws down the stretch here.
Hits the first of his 2, does Small. We get a conduct warning on the coach, Justin Harden.
Justin Harden, yeah, he was pretty animated there. Next one will be a technical.
And he misses the second free throw. Could have cut the lead to 3, but now the Rock is up by 4. Let's see if they can handle this adversity. They were just up by 10 not too long ago, and they turned the ball over here. Antrell Charlton carries the ball up the court against his former team, as we mentioned earlier in the broadcast.
Yeah, he graduated from them last year. Now he's a postgraduate student at the school in Tampa.
Great take by Jordan Curtis, could not finish.
Out of bounds.
Alec Oglesby couldn't handle that pass. Stepped out of bounds there.
Just reading on the Pro Holmes website before the game, they do provide the players with the housing when they go to Tampa. They have players from all over the place. So that is nice of the school, the Knights there, to do that for the players.
As you mentioned, they have players from everywhere, from Virginia to Texas, Georgia, and all over Florida, ranging from Naples to Melbourne. Alec Oglesby, he's going to hit his second free throw, the shooter. Extend that lead to 6.
And then Capiti not in the game right now for the Rock. Number 15, he's from Kosovo, or is in the game right now, the big guy from Kosovo. 6'9" senior.
Long 3 from Mikhail Carter. Not what they needed quite yet, and Brian Greenlee drives to the hoop and draws a foul. He's going to get 2 free throws. Great drive and wherewithal by the senior. Take that in with the left hand. He's going to have 2 free throws to extend this lead to 8 potentially.
Now through the end of January, you can join Anytime Fitness for only $1. It's our New Year special. Anytime Fitness is a 24/7, 365 facility that offers access to over 4,500 facilities worldwide. They cater directly to your fitness goals and help you every step of the way if you would like them to. Fitness classes and fitness consultation are included.
His first free throw is good by Brian Greenlee.
When the school was first built, they did not have a gym. Built it about 10 years ago.
Second free throw rattles in. Lead is now 8, but continue. I did not know that.
Yeah, they started out just playing. They put a commitment into their basketball program, and Scotty Wilbekin's family was very instrumental in getting this place built and did a good job with it.
And Charlton with the deep 3. Silences his old home crowd, and he almost comes up with a steal there. Kyle Duke kicks it to Jaden Campbell, and that 3 is money. That's good. Score is now 59-51.
Picking up the offense here in the second half.
Yes, they are. 6 minutes left in the game. That should have been a travel. He bobbled that pass and touched it again, but it ended up being a missed three. Kyle Duke, the sophomore, carrying the ball up the court. Down into Capiti. Nice spin move, kicks it to the corner to Ao. And that's good for three. Great looking jump shot there from Alec Oglesby.
Yeah, right in front of us. We can see it came off his hands really nicely and silky smooth there for Alec.
Wow, and DeJohn Small, he's going to answer right back with a deep three.
Yeah, he's had a really good game for the Knights.
Brian Greenlee, the senior, is going to calmly take it up the court. Very relaxed, very poised for a high school basketball player.
They call him BJ.
As the Rock takes a timeout.
Let's take a moment to be honest with ourselves. How often do you actually use the accumulated points on your big bank credit card? Almost never, right? Well, with a low-rate Visa credit card from Sun State Federal Credit Union, you earn instantly usable cash on every qualified purchase. Each swipe of your credit card is a dime put back on your account. There's no points to forget about, nothing to sign, and it's available for any Sun State credit card. Find out how you can become a Sun State FCU member today at sunstatefcu.org. Federally insured by the NCUA.
911.
Officer, I'd like to file a report. I witnessed a robbery.
A robbery?
Yes, at Sonic. I saw a man steal a quarter-pound double cheeseburger and tots for only $2.99. He was about 6'1", brown hair, blue shirt, big smile.
Wait, so he did actually pay just $2.99? I better check this out. Boys, I'm going on lunch.
It's a steal, all right. The Car Hop Classic, a quarter-pound double cheeseburger or Slinger plus tots for only $2.99. This is how you Sonic.
Offer for a limited time at your locally owned and operated Sonic Drive-In of Gainesville and Ocala.
And we're back. Brian Greenlee for three. No good. And Charlton kicks it out. And that three is good.
Bogan with a nice three there and a little swagger going back down the court. It's a 5-point game.
Thank you for that save. I couldn't see the number. Rod Bogan Jr., the 6'2" guard, knocks down a nice looking three. That one was nothing but net.
And now 9 fouls on Pro Holmes, so a 1-and-1 one more time for the Rock. Double bonus after this free throw.
Yep. And that's going to be huge.
It was 11, and then 2 back-to-back threes to tighten it up.
Brian Greenlee knocks in his first free throw. Kind of get control of the momentum here this game, evening, I should say. Second free throw is up, and that's good. And Terrell Charlton to take the ball out. Small will carry up the court, working on Brian Greenlee. They're going to set 2 screens. He's going to opt out of using him, kicks it out back to Bogan, and that's good.
And the opportunity for a 4-point play for Bogan. Not a smart foul there by the Rock.
Almost looked like he fell into it, but he got the call and has an opportunity to make this a one-possession game.
Yeah.
Bogan's free throw is good.
And again, a lot of these Pro Holmes guys, or all of these Pro Holmes guys, have finished up their high school. This is their almost like a prep school year before they head off to college.
And that's going to be a foul on Bogan. Getting a little too physical with Greenlee there.
And I know on the schedule it said ASI, and I think Coach Harden told me they had a name change recently, so they used to be called ASI, and now Academy. Now they are Pro Holmes Academy. Help the kids who might have been minor, not recruited, coming out of high school, or limited in the recruiting.
And unfortunately for Pro Holmes, they are now in the double bonus as Brian Greenlee hits his first free throw. the second. The Rockets gonna run a full court press, try to get the ball out of their hands, maybe cause a turnover here.
Didn't see that guy over there in the corner.
Great recovery by the Rockets. Could have potentially been an open three.
Oh, nice move up and under, draws a foul.
And that's gonna be DeJohn Small. That was a great up and under move there. Looked like Kyrie Irving a little bit, and he's gonna go to the line for two.
As long as he doesn't think the earth is flat, I think we're okay with that. He's never gonna live that one down.
Yeah, and with the flat earthers, my thing is, how do you explain the sunrise and the sunset? That's
Right?
all there is.
Yes.
Small knocks down his first of 2 free throws.
He's a good player. He'll be playing somewhere next year. Again, these players they've had guys come in from southeastern Louisiana, FGCU.
He hits his second. Sensation at West Virginia University, Andrew Gordon, he actually played for Pro Holmes. He's doing well. You may have seen his big block on SportsCenter a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, they're struggling this year. They're 8-7. The Gators got a win over them in the Jimmy V in New York.
And that's going to be another Rock turnover. No foul call, but they are going to give the ball to Pro Holmes. Definitely a makeup call there, because in my opinion, that was a foul. Could have cut the lead to 1. We're going to have a timeout. Coach Holmes wants to talk things over as he gets an opportunity to make this either a 1-point game or tie the game, or potentially take a 1-point lead. We saw him hit the 4-point play.
Yeah, with a 4-point play, yeah.
I've survived all kinds of winters. This year's different, though. When the temperatures dip lower than my spurs, I warm up with a hearty chili bowl from Sonic. Packed with beef, veggies, and bold seasonings, it's so delicious I wrote home about it. Best letter I ever got, too. It's hearty enough to eat all on its own. I'm not crying. It's the onions, I swear.
Ride into Sonic for new hearty chili bowls. This is how you Sonic.
Offer for a limited time at your locally owned and operated Sonic Drive-In of Gainesville and Ocala.
And we are back on the broadcast. We're back on air. It's going to be Pro Holmes basketball under the hoop, and they have a chance to tie this game.
Yeah, and the next foul will be a double bonus.
Yeah, so both teams will be in double bonus if the Rock fouls again. Let's see how this turns out. 3.5 minutes left to go. No good from 3 for Bogan. Greenlee carries up the court. Zimwokaje at the top of the key. Moves it to senior Jaden Campbell. Capiti's working down low.
Yeah, he's getting a lot of the minutes with Kidd not playing today.
That shot is no good.
I saw Coach Al Pinkins here, the associate coach for Mike White and the Gators, checking out Lynn Kidd, presumably.
Unfortunately unable to, but maybe he's able to see some other players. Capiti has certainly shown his worth.
Believe he left at halftime.
No call there as Bogan drives to the hoop. Misses the right-handed floater. Jaden Campbell works on Bogan. His right-handed floater is no good. Zimwokaje hustles, gets that loose ball. Tries to kick it to the corner to Jaden Campbell.
We were ready to catch it. Almost made a shot in the trash can. For the latest poll stories, broadcast links, scores, and more, please visit the Prep Zone online at theprepzone.com. Also, like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter at the Prep Zone. 2 other games going on tonight. Mike Rideout at the city rivalry at the Purple Palace, Gainesville and Buchholz, and Marty Paulman at Trinity Catholic to watch them play against Trey Mann and the Villages. And 2 good matchups also on Prep Zone tonight.
And Jordan Curtis brings the Rocks lead down to 1. And that's a big layup for them. Wokje here at the top of the keys.
This is the closest it's been since 0-0.
Yeah. Nice spin move by Capiti, and he finishes. That's a nice clutch bucket there.
He might have traveled a little bit, but the refs didn't call it, and he finishes.
No call. The FAU commits.
For Matt McCall, former Gator coach as well, coaching at FAU now.
Absolutely.
Or just Steve May, not Matt McCall. Sorry about that.
About 5 seconds left on the shot clock. And that's no good.
And it'll stay with Pro Holmes.
Nick Giles on the miss. And it looked like Greenlee and Capiti were not on the same page with the rebound, and now Pro Holmes is going to get a second chance at it.
We knew this would be a good game, and it hasn't disappointed.
Jordan Curtis trying to draw the foul. He does. Lands real hard on his wrist, it looks like, his right wrist. He's going to shake it off and shoot these 2 free throws. And now both teams are in the double bonus.
A lot of free throws down the stretch here, and there is a shot clock, so typically I forgot to mention that earlier, typically in regular FHSA rules, you would not have a shot clock, at least in the state of Florida. Some other associations do have shot clocks, so no team can hold the ball when they get up in a tight game like this and force the team to foul them. They have to execute offensively.
2 big free throws here for Jordan Curtis. We know Antrell Charlton would love to get a win here on his old home court here at the Rock. Taking some time here. Looks like they're getting some sweat off the court. Curtis preps for his free throw, and that one is good. Cuts the lead down to 2. Minute 15 left in the game. And he hits a second free throw. 1 point lead for the Rock. Little over a minute left to go. And that'll show us what the Rock is really made of, if they're going to be able to hold on to this lead or not. Capiti with the back down. Nice right-handed hook shot. That's no good.
Coach Harden frustrated with the effort there from Capiti.
Under a minute to go. Small's going to drive to the hoop, and that floater is good.
Nice move by DeJohn Small there.
Over the extended hand of the 6'9 Capiti. Brian Greenlee's going to...
And that was a 2-for-1 right there.
Kick it to Zim Wokje, and that's good for 3. The Rock is going to take their lead back. Clutch 3 from Wokje. As the Rock bench and the Rock crowd is standing and trying to distract Pro Holmes. Jordan Curtis for 3. That rims out, and Capiti with the rebound. Huge rebound for Capiti.
And he's fouled.
He'll be going to the line for 2. Shortly after this timeout. And we will be right back after these messages.
Following the conclusion of the game, we'll be announcing our Sonic Drive-In Player of the Game, brought to you by our local Sonic Drive-In of Ocala. A deal so good it's like stealing. Get caught with Sonic's Car Hop Classic, a quarter pound double cheeseburger and a slinger plus tots for just $2.99. This is how you Sonic. Shop Florida's finest awards online, including trophies, plaques, signs, name tags, promotional specialties, and embroidered apparel at the Trophy Shop on 13th Street in Gainesville. Visit them at thetrophyshop.com.
My vote is definitely going to Capiti. Bunch of big-time buckets down here in the stretch, along with that game-sealing rebound for the most part. Now, he does have to make both of these free throws to make it a 2-possession game. If he were to miss one of them and make the other, Pro Holmes still has a chance to tie the game with a 3.
Yeah, these big free throws, and sometimes it's better when you know you have 2. Obviously, he wants to make them both to make it a 2-possession game, but knowing if he misses the first, he's getting another one, sometimes makes you focus a little bit more.
Well, it looks like they didn't call a foul. Maybe the Rock called a timeout because they're going to be inbounding at Pro Holmes' basket, and they're going to... Brian Greenlee faked a touchdown pass.
And that's the way the Gators should have defended the inbounds pass last Saturday and not let Chris Silva, who did push off, by the way, get wide open.
And that's going to lead to a Rock timeout to save the 5-second call. That could have been a costly turnover from the senior.
Yeah, Creighton threw it away the other day. Creighton was up by 5 with Marquette, and they ended up losing in overtime because they couldn't execute a pass like that from one end of the court, and actually it's under their own basket. But those passes are hard to execute. South Carolina said they ran it in practice, and it didn't work. So that was a good defense by Pro Holmes and smart timeout there by Greenlee.
Very hard pass to make, especially on the money like that, right into the hands of the receiver, if you will. And
they need Tyree Cleveland running out there.
The Gators sure would love that on their basketball team.
The Rock needs someone like that, too.
Coach Harden drawing up an inbound play, hoping for some success here to seal the deal. Pro Holmes will have to foul. Shot clock is off. There's only 16 seconds left in the game. They're going to put the ball in the hands of senior Brian Greenlee.
Looks like the same defense from Pro Holmes. See if the Rock, looks like a little bit different setup for the Rock. 3 guys at the midcourt line, going to run towards, presumably they'll all run towards the basket.
They're going to run a little cross action here. And a quick foul here. Jordan Curtis is going to foul senior Jaden Campbell, who's had himself a pretty good game as well, and he's definitely a candidate for the Sonic Player of the Game also. 2 big free throws here for the senior, finishing up his career here at the Rock. Makes the first. The second will seal the game.
Yeah, they got a kid coming through the pipeline. He's in 7th grade now, and he's 6'5". His last name is Jones. They call him RJ. So he's presumably coming through the pipeline here for the Rock in a couple years.
We watched their middle school boys game. A couple of those other kids look pretty good. I'm pretty sure one of the kids hit like 6 threes. Antrell Charlton for 3. That's no good. Jordan Curtis for a long 2. That's not good. And they're going to foul again. That's Antrell Charlton fouling Alec Oglesby.
Coach Holmes wanted a foul down there on the Rock. But it looks like the Rock is going to go over 500, improve to 13-12, and tough schedule for the Rock. Pro Holmes will get their 3rd loss of the year, dropped to 18-3.
Yeah, their next game is away. It's in Daytona. We mentioned that earlier, and at DME Academy, and then after that, back at the Rock against Bishop Snyder. You mentioned that earlier in the broadcast as well.
Corey Walker he's a real deal. I saw him a couple times last year, and hopefully he has more help this year than he did last year. Last year he was their only offense, unfortunately, for them.
And Alec Oglesby hits both of his free throws. The Rock's now up 75-69 with 3 seconds left to go, and this game is over.
Rock out scores them in the second half, 38-36, but they never trailed. They scored the first basket of the game, and it wasn't as easy down the stretch as Coach Harden would like, but a win's a win, and against a tough team with a lot of guys who will be playing at the next level on both sides.
75-69, the Rock's going to go home with the victory as Pro Holmes will head back to their drawing board in Tampa and figure it out for their next game. We will be back shortly right after these messages.
Your health is not something to take for granted, so take advantage of the resources that are offered here in Gainesville. Work out anytime, on your own time, at Anytime Fitness of Gainesville, located at 7070 Southwest Archer Road. For more information, call 352-338-7722, that's 338-7722, or visit them online at anytimefitness.com. Anytime Fitness of Gainesville, get to a healthier place.
I I've survived all kinds of winters. This year's different, though. When the temperatures dip lower than my spurs, I warm up with a hearty chili bowl from Sonic, packed with beef, veggies, and it's hearty enough to eat all on its own. I'm not crying. It's the onions. I swear.
Ride into Sonic for new hearty chili bowls. This is how you Sonic.
Offer for a limited time at your locally owned and operated Sonic Drive-In of Gainesville and Ocala.
Do you have a special person or event that you would like to recognize? Do you want to give them something they will cherish forever? Then visit the Trophy Shop located at 707 Northwest 13th Street in Gainesville. The Trophy Shop has it all, from plaques, awards and medals to engravable gifts, signs and promotional products. Browse through the list of products online at thetrophyshop.com or call 372-8551. The Trophy Shop in Gainesville, the latest technology and old-fashioned customer service.
One more read on here, we'll be good.
John 1-1.
Officer, I'd like to file a report. I witnessed a robbery.
Robbery.
Yes, at Sonic. I saw a man steal a quarter-pound double cheeseburger and tots for only $2.99. He was about 6'1", brown hair, blue shirt, big smile.
Wait, so he did actually pay just $2.99? I better check this out. Boys, I'm going on lunch.
It's a steal, all right. The Car Hop Classic, a quarter-pound double cheeseburger or Slinger Plus Tots for only $2.99. This is how you Sonic.
Offer for a limited time at your locally owned and operated Sonic Drive-In of Gainesville and Ocala.
Let's take a moment to be honest with ourselves. How often do you actually use the accumulated points on your big bank credit card? Almost never, right? Well, with a low-rate Visa credit card from Sun State Federal Credit Union, you earn instantly usable cash on every qualified purchase. Each swipe of your credit card is a dime put back on your account. There's no points to forget about, nothing to sign, and it's available for any Sun State credit card. Find out how you can become a Sun State FCU member today at sunstatefcu.org. Federally insured by the NCUA.
Sun State Federal Credit Union is more than just a business. It's a source of pride for the community. Sun State employees cook for children at the Ronald McDonald House. They oversee and promote local charities, to whom they donate thousands of dollars each year. But did you know all these charitable efforts are because of you? Not only do you trust your business with Sun State FCU, but you're contributing to the community just by being a member. Sun State Federal Credit Union makes you proud to say, "That's my credit union." Sun State Federal Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
Sun State Federal Credit Union recognizes the Rock School students as the core of a caring community. Sun State Federal Credit Union is proud to sponsor this broadcast. Sun State Credit Union is a proud sponsor of the Rock School boys basketball and is ready to help our next generation of citizens and leaders strive to survive and succeed. And for the Sonic Drive-In Player of the Game, at the conclusion of our game, we'll be announcing the Sonic Drive-In Player of the Game, brought to you by your local Sonic Drive-In of Ocala shortly. But first, we must tell you about this deal that is so good, it feels like stealing. Get caught with Sonic's Car Hop Classic, a quarter-pound double cheeseburger, or Slinger plus Tots for just $2.99. This is how you Sonic.
Yes, it is.
And for the Sonic Player of the Game, we are going to have Jaden Campbell, the senior, who led the Rock with 14 points. He's going to win the Player of the Game.
He will be getting a Sonic gift card that he can treat his teammates to or keep it all to himself. Hopefully he'll be a good teammate and take his teammates out for some Sonic. But yeah, it was a good game. Unfortunately, we had some technical issues. We were unable to bring you the audio in the first half of Trey and myself, but we had video the entire game on Facebook and on therocklions.com. It was 37-33 at the half, and then the Rock outscored them 28-26 in the second half to win it 75-69 over Pro Holmes, the Knights from Tampa. They improved to 13-12, and Pro Holmes drops to 18-3.
And that'll do it from us here with the Prep Zone. Again, I am Trey Grant here with Tyler Tinbig. You guys have a great night.